music is expressive, it's real, it's authentic. No, you took a loss on me, get lost, get lost, get lost. No, you took a loss on me.
This another PA production.
My ex-nigga didn't do shit for me. Cheated, lied, and went ahead and dipped on me. You know, never liked the way you talk to me. These days, wishing that you never lost on me.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Chizuko. I'm an R&B pop singer, and I'm from the Bay Area, California. Growing up in the Bay was really fun. I bounced around mainly from Fremont and Oakland. So I think I'm just an East Bay girl. I love everything about the Bay Area. It was really hyphy for those of y'all that don't know what that means. It's a movement, a hyphy movement that started in the Bay Area. And it was just it was fun. It was colorful, cultural, and yeah, nothing like the Bay.
Cause that shit make you go crazy. The vibe with me so amazing. Thought our love was gonna make it. Now there's nothing left to say but.
So I'm Black and I'm Japanese American, and I think the beautiful thing about those two things being combined together, there's actually a lot more similarities to those cultures than we think. And I always had the best food ever, you know, during Thanksgiving or during the holidays. We always had, you know, the irregular American soul food dish, but then we would also have things like korokke or fried rice or soba. So it was just beautiful having both cultures align, and even my language that I speak in Japanese is beautiful speaking in both languages. And growing up in the Bay Area, there's so many different types of people, so it never really felt like I was outcasted, especially when I was in Oakland. The diversity was really great.
Some days I still feel away. Could have been always, but not. When you stayed,
My mama played a lot of, I want to say, R&B. She played a lot of soul, a lot of old school music though. So I grew up on Motown, the Whisperers. I grew up on the Gap Band, and my father, he was a little bit different. He kind of liked more alternative music. He actually listened to like different bands. He likes U2. He also likes Santana, so he was into, you know, guitars and instrumentalists. So I had different backgrounds in music growing up. It was really interesting. My favorite artist growing up, I would have to say Jhené Aiko, and still now, she's my favorite artist.
so far away.
So I actually started singing in the church. I remember I was 12 years old and I was already dancing. I was already playing the piano, and I remember watching the Cheetah Girls in Hannah Montana. And I told my mom, I was like, I think I need to sing. I was like, I think I need to sing. I do everything else. I just think I need to sing. And so finally, she got me into some singing lessons. Those didn't work out. So she was like, you know what? I think you need to sing in the church. So when I was 15, I auditioned for the worship team. And I was singing on the worship team, I think, for 6 to 7 years. And I have a very strong foundation in the church, and growing up and singing different Christian music and gospel music really curated my R&B pop sound now.
You are the same. Some things never change. Didn't have to be this way.
I moved to LA because of school and because of music. I actually went to Cal Arts, and I went there for 4 years. So I have a bachelor's in fine arts. And while I was in college, I was also full-time, by the way. I was also doing music. And so I think when I moved to LA, there was more opportunity, more chance for me to engage. That's when I got more of my placements. When I moved down here, I also got different feature opportunities when I moved down here. And overall, LA is a hustle city, so you can't get too lazy in LA because someone's already on the next thing. So I picked my school because, number one, it was closer to LA and had a really great foundation of teaching between classical, but also things that we were interested in. So while I was getting classically trained and taking different music theory classes, I was also being able to dabble in my own music and in my own genre. So while I was having that foundation of classical and that real foundation of actually singing right technically, I was still singing my R&B pop. So the college experience was really great because I was able to not only infuse my technicality with my music, but also explore more of who I am as an artist. And so I got my degree in voice arts. And so, yeah, BFA, class of 2022.
Hey, but get lost. Some days I still feel away. Could have been always, but not.
My musical sound and style, I think, has a lot of different elements to it. You do have that R&B gospel background, but I also think there's some Brandy tonalities in there. I love Brandy as well. And so it's definitely, I have a soft tone, but it's still very powerful. I think my music is expressive, it's real, it's authentic, it's raw, and it's a whole lot of fun too. It's sensual. You get to feel it more, you get to understand it more when you hear different things that I do, whether it's lyrically or it's melodies.
She did a lot and went ahead and dipped on me. You know, never liked the way you talk to me. These days, wishing that you never.
The last thing that made me fall out laughing, I would say my nieces and nephew are really funny. They are a character, and I recently saw them, and we were playing Twister, and I thought I sprained my ankle, so that made me fall out laughing. I didn't sprain my ankle. We didn't sprain my ankle. And what made me cry was, last thing that made me cry was thinking about my Obachan. My Obachan passed 2 years ago. So I think thinking about her and my birthday's coming up, it made me tear up a little bit. Yeah. So some of my favorite tattoos are the ones on my arm and on my ankle. So let's just do a little tattoo tour real quick. So this tattoo right here is actually really near and dear to my heart. This is on my little cousin, and he passed away last year. He's a rapper, actually. Shout out to Prophet, my little cousin Chris. And this one right here says, "Promise I'll be all right," which is actually a quote from my favorite Jhené Aiko song, Promises. And underneath it, it says it in Japanese, which is "Watashi wa daijoubu." And so my Obachan actually used to tell me that. So this is a combination of my Obachan speaking to me and getting inspiration from Jhené's song. And this up top right here is the Oakland tree. Shout out to Oakland. Oakland really, I feel like even saying raised me is an understatement, but I think Oakland really brought out more of who I was and influenced me and my sound and who I am as a person. And so being from the Bay overall in general, I've just definitely curated who I am and definitely made me more powerful and stronger in not only me, but my beliefs, and overall just really dope. So yeah, my heart for Oakland. My heart's in Oakland. I love Oakland. My last tattoo is on my ankle, and it's of a wave because my best friend is a Cancer.
Some days I still feel away. Could have been always, but not. Wanted you to stay, now I'm so far away.
So this is actually a funny story. So I actually was involved with a production company at the time, and they didn't really fully believe in me yet, but they still said, come around the studio and watch some of our artists sing and watch some of our artists make music, and you could come and just be around. So right after class, I would drive over there, and sometimes I wouldn't be able to sing at all. But I remember one moment, and PA was there all the time, by the way. He was engineering, or he was recording, or he was writing. And I was watching them and just watching how they moved and watching the process. And I remember telling myself, I was like, one day I'm gonna drive up there and I'm going to hop on that mic. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Even though they don't believe in me yet, I'm gonna do it. So I remember that day, and I officially was like, they were singing, and I said, let me try something. I definitely think there's a melody I have in mind. And they all kind of looked at me like, oh, she talks, okay. So I was given the opportunity to go on the mic, and I went on the mic, and I sang a little bit, and PA was like, oh, okay. They're like, who is she? And he kept asking around. Finally, my name was revealed. And then that's how me and PA got locked in, because PA really saw the potential in me and was like, I want to keep working with her. And so then that's when we actually started working with each other and got locked in with him. But yeah, it really started off with me being bold and saying I want to hop on the mic. And he believed in me out of everybody. So yeah. Meeting the rest of the road team was just a beautiful experience. They automatically became another family to me, especially being from the Bay Area and coming to LA. Not really having family members out here and being on my own, I think meeting them was just so beautiful. They're great people, but not only that, they're super talented. So when we vibe, it's so natural. I feel like it's so easy to make music with Fresco and London. And they also offer something different. They have very different personalities, and PA is also a different personality. So I definitely feel like we're a big family because we're all so different and unique and have different things to offer. And so I think vibing and creating, I remember lots of laughing, lots of trying to focus, but when we focus and lock in, it's some of the best stuff I think I've even heard. So yeah.
Crazy how you are the same. Some things never change. Enough to be this way.
So me and the road team did this film together called Love is a Drug, and the experience was absolutely incredible. My character is a little devious. She plays the therapist, but also the sister of the one who's conning the main character. And so there's a lot of different, I think, emotional elements to my character that I had to tap into. She is not just one way. She's many different things in one person. And so I think this role really challenged me, but it also made me so excited because the whole plot is so interesting and it's super fun. And I think Love is a Drug is a great film and movie idea, honestly.
So I'm gonna play you this clip. When we all did our interviews about Love is a Drug, we all said you had some of our favorite scenes. So check this clip out and just kind of tell us, how does that make you feel? Being such a superstar and all.
Oh my goodness.
Scene stealer.
You could give 3. All right, I'll allow
I have
it.
3 funny moments.
Okay, I'll allow
And I hate to say it, but they're all Chizuko. She's fucking
it. Shout out Chizuko.
Oh, we love it.
So Chizuko is really talented. Shout out to Chizuko.
Yes.
That's a talented artist, actress, the whole nine. But I got to see her in her actress
Oh God.
side.
Yeah.
And number one, her on the balcony cussing out the nigga.
That's my funniest moment.
Like
as
she
well.
just went crazy, and it
Yes.
was just, it was. I got a kick out of that.
Yes.
Oh God.
And she wasn't on the phone with nobody for real. so
Right,
that-
and that's the funniest part to me. Like she had to really take it there. And then when she was actually talking to you on the couch,
oh yeah.
and you was telling her like, I got a plan or whatever. I mean, let me stop giving y'all all of it. But anyway, you was telling her like, I got it. She like, what the fuck do you mean by that? So you took a here we go. I'm talking again. Long story short.
Y'all the
She
inside
just,
scoop. No, I'm just
she
playing.
just brought like a side out that I haven't seen in her,
Yeah.
and it was just, I just got a kick out of that. Shit was
Yeah.
funny, like.
How does it make me feel? I think it's a great feeling knowing that you did your part and that you did it well. I think it's a great feeling knowing that you added value to such a great project, because when I first heard about the project, of course you're excited as any person that's working or any person that's acting in something, but when you actually get a good job from the rest of the crew and the person that directed it and made it out, my heart is super grateful. So thank you to the Row team. Yeah, it feels amazing. I don't know what to say. Everybody's so dope. So, all 3 characters are great. I think PA definitely gives a Denzel vibe. He's a great actor. I love when he was talking with me at like the therapist moment, and when he was flipping the basketball to him looking out the window to him. I love those scenes of how we were flashing to the moments and then we're flashing back to actually him thinking about those moments. I think it was so iconic. I love how he did that. Fresco's so funny, but it was so cool, especially the part when PA had knocked out and Fresco comes over and was like, hey bro, you good? Hey, wake up from London. I don't want to spoil it too much, but London basically was being, her little devious self. Shout out to her, another great actress. So I think London in general It's so hard, like, which scene with her, because I think I just also fell in love with her character. Like, if I wasn't the therapist, her character was so fun. So I think my favorite scene was when she was plotting with the other girl, and they were trying to figure out how to get the money from PA. I think that was really fun. But yeah, those are some of my favorite scenes. Everybody can act. It's amazing.
That shit make you go crazy. The vibe with me so amazing.
So the song I performed in the movie Get Lost actually was inspired by a breakup I just had, and I remember going to the studio that day with PA, and he played the beat, and I was like, I just want to sing. He was like, okay. Like he always has, ever since I met him, he always let me just sing. So I hopped on the mic and I just started freestyling, and I just freestyled the first couple lines really. And then after I did a couple takes of just freestyle, I think it was like 1 or 2, but even in that one, he was like, oh, he was like, okay. He was like, I even think that was fire. So we just played that freestyle through, and we started writing words and hearing the instrumentation on it. So that's why in the film I was actually playing the piano and playing the guitar. I play different instruments, so I just feel like that song with the heartbreak mixed with the awesome different melodies, music, lyrics, it went great with the film. What's next for Chizuko? You'll be hearing a lot more music from me. I just dropped a song out called Christmas Eve, so make sure to check that out. And I'll also be acting a lot more as well. And I'm definitely just going up on this whole music thing. And I think also for me, spreading the good vibes. Spreading a lot of good vibes. Until next time, it's your girl Chizuko. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to y'all later.
She did a lot and went ahead and dipped on me. You know, never liked the way you talk to me. These days, wishing that you never lost on me.